Hi, my name's Richard. I'm the founder of LifeConfident.com and I'm also the creator of the PPF, Shyness and Social Anxiety Freedom Method. Now let me say right here and now, the reason I'm creating this video, or should I say who I'm creating it for, is for anyone with shyness and social anxiety and anyone who also wants to create their own online business for whatever reason you have. Whether you just don't like working with other people, whether it's a struggle for you, or whether you don't like making money for other companies. Maybe, that 8 or 10 hours a day that you put into working, you want to be making that money for yourself, not for another company and just coming home with a minimum hourly wage. It's a crazy sort of life, but I suppose the economy depends on that sort of setup. But I was one of those people that always wanted my own business. I wanted financial freedom and geographical freedom. The ability to work from anywhere, not to be tied down to one location. But I also, back in the day, I really struggled to work with colleagues. I was a very, very quiet and withdrawn person, and it made it very difficult to work with other people. And I suppose also for them to work with me, because it can't be comfortable working with somebody that's very quiet. But I personally hit my ground zero over 25 years ago now. How that happened is a story for another video. But I went on a crazy mission to cure myself, to get over shyness and social anxiety, and through that 15-year journey that it took, I learned Kung Fu, I learned neuro-linguistics programming, I learned clinical hypnotherapy, stage speaking. I read about 1 million self-help books. I did so much and tried from so many different areas, just trying to put all the pieces together, like I was trying to put myself together. Because let me say right here and now, by the way, that you weren't born with shyness or social anxiety. You were born with a blueprint for life. Personally, I was born, I was quite outgoing, quite rebellious, outgoing, funny child. And I'd say by about the age of 10 onwards, I started changing into this strange, quiet and withdrawn person. Hey, that's the past now. But my point is, you're not born with this thing. And that original personality blueprint is still within you. And you can bring it back out of you. Right now it might be hidden, clouded, or warped, hidden from the world by this thing we call shyness and social anxiety, but it is still there. And at the very least, with shyness, you can learn to put it in a box and put it to one side when it's not appropriate for the environment that you're in, whether that's in school, college, in a social setting, whether it's on stage, giving a presentation, whatever it is. If it's not appropriate, then my program, because I've now put it all into this PPF method program in an online membership area for you to go through and follow the path that I took. I mean, it took me 15 years, but I've put it all into the correct order, the past, present and future order, in order for you to shortcut that 15-year journey. Because let me say, all the therapists out there that you might normally go to help you with this shyness and social anxiety, they don't know this. They will try and treat you with one treatment, their treatment, whether that's CBT or whatever it is that they practice in. Maybe it's mindfulness or something else. But shyness and social anxiety needs 3 different treatments, just like a medical condition might need a combination of different drugs in order to treat it. And it is with shyness and social anxiety. There's 3 different things. There's the past, the present and future, and each one needs a different treatment. And you need to do that to bring them all together. So if you try and treat the present but ignore the past, or you try and treat the future element of this and ignore the other two, or you try and treat two but you ignore one, then it's not going to work. Now, the reason it took me 15 years was because I was discovering all these three elements, and I was teaching myself in the wrong order. But it's very important it's done in the right order, and that you do all three elements. And if you get the PPF special report, it's all in there. It's all a roadmap for you to follow. And if you like it, if it's for you, then you can go onto the membership site. For the next 6 months or so, at the very least, I'm making it all freely available. But let me come to that. And I'm going to put links below this video for you as well. But after I finished that 15-year journey, I then went on another 5-year journey to put all this together, to understand what it was that had worked for me, and then to put it down so that other people could follow it. And it literally took that long. It took 5 years of self-examination to realize what had worked, and how it had worked, and what had failed, etc. And it took a long time to distill it and actually put it into a user-friendly format. But it is now available for you. But that's very time-consuming, and of course we have to pay our bills at the same time. This is where my dilemma came in. I wanted to be there full-time as a support person, further developing this thing. But I've got those bills to pay. So, at the same time, I've been learning marketing and how to make money online, selling books. I've written about 7 books by now. But it's also like learning how to overcome shyness and social anxiety. Learning your own online business is the same. Trying to self-teach yourself, it's going to take 15 years at the very least. I'm probably 10 years into that journey, trying to teach myself, falling into a pitfall, chasing shiny pennies. There's so many pitfalls to this thing, and learning your lessons from each mistake, it's going to take you a long time to get through it all, and I've learned, they say an expert is somebody who's learned or made all the mistakes you can possibly make in a narrow field of expertise. Now I'm well into that journey of making all the mistakes, huge financial mistakes as well, by the way. It's cost me multiple thousands of pounds worth of mistakes. But very recently, because I was struggling to pay my bills, I went full-time about a year ago now doing this. But very recently I took out another course. Again, it cost me thousands, but it's teaching me how to do digital marketing, create an agency, and it's really just like my own PPF method. It's a roadmap, and it's putting all the pieces together. But the problem was that I couldn't do that, and I couldn't continue with the PPF method at the same time, and being a presence and developing it, and writing blog posts, making videos, creating posts, and doing all the multiple things that you need to do to be present on different social media sites. Because there's no point creating this online program if nobody's aware of it, or nobody believes in it, nobody believes in you. So you have to be present on different social media, and you have to give lots of content so people get to know you, get to know what it is that you've created and how it can help them. But that takes a lot of time and effort, and I can't do that as well as learning this online marketing, this digital agency program that's I've also taken out. So I got on the phone the other day to the creator of that program, and I said to him, I'm struggling here. I don't know where my way forward is. What my next step is with your program. And he said to me, because I was talking to him about my own program, what my own marketing efforts, and he said to me, look, you've got to make a choice. It's either you focus 100% on your program, or you focus 100% on my program. And his program is all about helping people as well, helping people who have started their own online business, to help them build that business and get it going, and make it more profitable, make it bigger, make it better, etc., through better online marketing. He said, yeah, really, you've got to make a choice. You can't split yourself in half and give 50% to this and 50% to that. You just can't do that. So that was my dilemma. What do I do? Step away from my own program that I've spent so long, invested so much into developing, and just put that aside and forget about it and focus on this? Or just forget about this that I've just sunk, multiple thousands into, to focus on this and then not be able to pay my bills. So it's a huge dilemma for me. So what I decided in the end was that I'm going to put 90% into this, and a cheeky 10% or so into my own program. So what I've decided to do is this, because I've now got my own. I've started my own Facebook group. That name again is the Shyness and Social Anxiety Motivated Breakthrough Group. What I'm going to be doing is putting everything that I've created into that group, or I'm going to put links from that group to my membership site, and access to the membership site is going to be completely free. So that's 24 1-hour sessions that make up the PPF method. You're going to have full access to it, and it's going to be completely free, at least for the first 6 months. The PPF special report, that's going to be free. It's going to be available in the group. There's also another PDF in there, the 10 low to high confidence daily little actions, that's in there. It's all free. But not only that, what I've decided to do, as I go through my digital agency program and I consolidate all my own learnings, I'm going to be posting little videos, 1 or 2 minute videos every day or two into the Facebook group. And those videos are going to be about what I'm doing with my marketing program. I'm going to be talking about the mistakes I've made so that you can avoid those mistakes. I'm going to take you on a journey through what I'm doing with my online agency business as I develop it, as I get clients, and how I help them with their business. I'm going to be talking a lot about that, and as thoughts come to me about what mistakes I've made, I'm going to make little videos about them so that you know what to avoid, how to start your own business, what's involved with it, and a whole bunch of stuff. And you're going to, if I'm driving a car, then you're going to be the passenger. You're going to be able to see all the mistakes I made before you drive into the driving seat yourself and start your own online business, if that's something that you're looking to do. You can see what's involved, just like watching somebody else driving a car. So you need to change gears, you need to steer, you need to do this, that, or the other. You're going to be able to see it firsthand, and what's needed, what you need to do before you make that leap yourself. And I'm going to walk you through it all. I'm not perfect, I'm not there yet, but I'm on the journey. I'm well onto the journey, and I'm going to put you in the picture. But at the same time, I'm also going to be making little videos about strategies for overcoming shyness and social anxiety. I'm going to put everything that I know into these little videos. It's not going to be like this one, a long rambling video. They're just going to be a couple of minutes long. And I also had the idea of just interviewing people on the street as well. Maybe I see somebody a young person, you know, in the street, and I come up to them and just shoot a quick 1 or 2 minute video and ask them a couple of questions about what their take is on life, how they feel about going to social events, how it is for them to talk to people, or how they, you know, how they approach it, you know, what they say, what they do, what their chat up lines are, how they handle talking to the opposite sex, etc. You know, I've not fully thought this through, but I thought it would be very interesting to get, you know, a range of different perspectives from people in different walks of life, and you can see it from their perspective. I know we all have our own perspectives. I certainly have my own. I know what it's like for me to go to a nightclub, to a pub, or to a wedding, to a networking event. And I know what it's like for me, you know, the struggles I've had, or I've had in the past, what it is like now. You know, I've been on stage, I've done stage speaking, I've done presentations, I've done wedding speeches, and I know what it was like for me then. I know what it's like for me now. It's a very different experience now. I have very little anxiety. You never get rid of the butterflies, but you know, I know how to control it now. I know how to make the butterflies fly in formation. But hey, I'm going off on tangents again. So look, I'm going to wrap this up now. But the main point of this video, just to summarize, is that if you've got shyness and social anxiety, and I think you probably have if you've been watching this video, and you know, as a bonus, if you're into the idea of building your own online business, maybe not straight away, but maybe in the future, maybe you want to follow the method that I did and create an incubator business. And what I mean by that is you do your normal day job, but then when you come home in the evening, you start developing your own business, your own online business, or whatever you've got in mind. You start working on that in the evening. This is what you call an incubator business, because you're not launching it straight away. You're there developing it part-time, more as a hobby or a passion, until you can get it to a point where you can launch it. And that's really how I did it for many years. So, you know, I'm going to be bringing quite a mixture of different little videos each week. I don't know how frequently I'll do it, maybe every day, maybe every couple of days. But this is my compromise as I do my marketing agency course. At the end of the day, or whenever it is, I'm just going to shoot you a couple of minute video to show you how it's going, or to bring you some hints and tips and strategies for shyness and social anxiety, or maybe a little interview I did in the street that day. It's the middle of winter here at the moment, so I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. It's horrible. It's freezing outside, so maybe in a month or so I'm going to start bringing those videos to you, and I think that's going to be very interesting. By the way, that's something to look forward to. But if you're not in the Facebook group, get yourself in there, because over the next few weeks, as I get myself organized, I'm going to be putting all those resources that I've talked about in this video, I'm going to put them all into the Facebook group. I'm going to put links there, so that you can take advantage of them, because this is the perfect time for you. You're at the perfect time. This is all free. It's not going to be in the future. This is when you do get into the membership area, you're going to realize why, because there's so much material in there, and it's so good. There's text description, there's video descriptions of each session, there's hypnotherapy sessions, there's PDF workbooks to download. There's so much material there. Remember, it's taken me 5 years to create all this stuff, and it's open to you right now, and this window of opportunity to just freely go in there and take advantage of it all. And that's what I want. I'm hoping that in the future you'll love it, and it'll help you out massively, and you'll spread the word about it, and you'll be my advocates. That's my hope, and that's one of my motivations for doing this. But of course, you're to some extent, you're like I was. And I want to help you because I know what it is from your point of view, your mindset, what you're going through. Because I went through it and I know how horrible it is to feel isolated from everybody around you, even when you're surrounded by people. I know what it's like. And I don't want you to spend the rest of your life going through that. Because let me tell you, it doesn't get better by itself. You don't leave school and then gradually, as you grow older, it doesn't go away. You might learn to accept it, but it doesn't fix itself. It's for you to actively, proactively go in there and fix it, or at least learn how to manage it. It's up to you whatever extent you want to go to with this thing, but I'm putting the resources there for you. But not only that, I'm giving you the roadmap, and it's 100% genuine. It 100% works. It works for me, and it's going to work for you. I promise you. But it's up to you to take that first step on that long journey, which might be a couple of months, it might be 6 months. If you just did one session a week, it would take you 6 months to complete the entire program. So it's entirely up to you how slow or how fast you want to go, how much of a momentum you want to build with this thing. Or you might just want to plug one session from here or here or here. But I don't advise that. I advise you to go through every single session and really absorb yourself into it. Just like learning a foreign language. To learn a foreign language, the fastest and best way is to go and live in that country with the language you're learning and just completely absorb yourself into that language. And you'll learn it within 6 months. And I want you to do the same with this, but that's your choice. Okay, that's where I'm going to end this for now. So please join the Facebook group and start looking out for the resources as I gradually add them over the next few weeks. It's not all there yet, but it will be. Okay, so thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience. And I hope to be seeing you very soon. Thanks very much.